and welcome back to my channel. So if you saw last Thursday's video, then you would have seen that I went to Superdrug and I got a few bits that I wanted to try. So that's what we're doing today. We're gonna try everything out and do a little wear test on them. I am still ill, so you're gonna have to excuse my voice. I'm gonna start off with my base, and I bought a new one of these, but I still got some of the other one left. So I've just noticed something. In last Thursday's video, I was like, oh, it looks slightly different. It looks slightly different to the one that I'm using up. This is the new one, and this is the one I had before. So the new one that I've got is the day cream with SPF 15 in it. Whereas this one is intense moisture cream. So that's why it looks different. Well, that explains a lot, but they're pretty much the same sort of thing. So I'm gonna carry on and use this one up before I open the other one. My skin is really dry at the moment. I'm not sure why. I don't know whether it's the cold weather or what, but it just seems to be extremely dry. So of all the products that I've got, the moisturiser is the only one that I've tried before. So with everything else, it's gonna be like completely new, testing it out kind of thing. So usually I'd go in with a primer, and I tend to use the Primark Prep and Perfect one. This is what I got from Superdrug. It's the Rimmel Multitasker Better Than Filters, and it's a primer, highlighter and glow booster. So to give it a full wear test, I'm not going to use any other primer with it. I'm just going to use this as my primer. So I'm just going to put that all over. I used to have the collection, what was it called? I can't remember what it's called, but the one that's sort of similar to this kind of thing, and that was really good. I always used to just rub that in with my hands though, so I'm just going to do the same with this and we'll see how we go. I mean, I probably could use a brush, but I feel like with this kind of thing it might pick up a bit too much product than we want it to, so we're just gonna use our hands. So first thoughts are, it feels really lightweight. So if you wanted sort of a no makeup day and just wanted to bring a little bit of glow back into your face, or a tiny bit of coverage, I'd say there's a little bit of coverage going on, then just putting this on and maybe, I don't know, a bit of mascara or something, I reckon that would look quite nice. But let's see how it goes under makeup. Foundation seems to have gone over the top of that nicely. It just looks a little bit more glowy than normal, so I guess that's the intended purpose. Next up, we've got the e.l.f. Halo Glow Contour. I was so excited when I swatched this because it looked like the perfect colour for my skin tone. I'm just gonna use this. I don't know how much I need. I don't know how pigmented it's gonna be, so I'll just do this for now, and then we can build on it if we need to. I really liked the look of this because it looked like a nice cool tone. Quite often with paler skin, it's hard to find a contour that isn't too warm. So yeah, that's blended out really nicely. That's actually lovely. I'm very impressed so far. Blend out the forehead. I'm not one that's like big for bronzer either, so if it's too warm toned, then I do find that it's just a little bit, doesn't quite suit me. I really like that. So usually, where's it gone? So the one I've been using a lot is this one from Primark, and let's just have a look actually and see what the colour difference is. So that's the Primark one. As you can see, it is a bit more on the cooler. Oh, that's the wrong lid. It is a little bit more on the cooler side, but then when you compare it to that one, I hope you can actually see that properly. But that just looks like such a better shade match for my skin tone. That's crazy how the difference between them. Let's just wipe that off before I get it everywhere. I'm gonna pop a little bit more on my cheeks. Build that up a little bit, see how well it builds as well. You could use like a sponge to blend everything out, but I feel like you do lose quite a lot of coverage with a sponge. So I'm not sure how well this would look if you used a sponge. But then I suppose if you're looking for a lot more subtle, then a sponge would work pretty well for you. It'll be interesting to see how this looks with the rest of my makeup. Sometimes the cooler toned ones can make you look a little bit ashy. So it'll be interesting to see how this looks. So I got the shade Fair Light in this, and I don't think I told you what shade I got in the Multitasker Better Than Filters. I got the shade Fair in that one as well. So I've put concealer and blush on, and I'm just going to use this, and I'm going to put it as a little bit of a highlighter just to see how that works. I'm just going to use my concealer brush to blend it out, especially on the nose. That actually works quite well. It's quite nice and subtle. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. Just adds a little bit of that glow back into the high points. I'm going to powder everywhere, and then we'll come back to do the powder blush. For blush, I've got the NYX Buttermelt blush in the shade Deep Rosewood. I'm so excited to try this because it looks like such a beautiful shade. I've heard they're very pigmented, so I'm just gonna pick up a small amount on my brush and just pat it into my hand a little bit, and then see where we go. Okay, it's a nice colour. I feel like it's gone a little bit, I feel like the product has kind of clung a little bit to a couple of areas. It's not distributed it very well. That is a little bit too dark for me as well, which is annoying. Let's try it on the other side and properly like work it into our hand. A little bit better, but can you see? I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but like here it's kind of just clung to this area rather than distributing it like to the rest of my face. Well, we're very pink. Let's just see if we can make that a little bit more subtle. I'm just using my foundation brush just to try and make it not so in your face. I wish I'd got the lighter shade, and I'm slightly disappointed that I don't feel like it's nice and easy. You can just like brush it on, and do you see what I mean? For how pigmented it is, you have got to be careful, very careful. But it's a very nice colour, and the formula itself feels good, like it's got a bit of shine to it. We'll see how the colour lasts as well. So I just popped a little bit of bronzer through my lids and a bit of eyeliner. And I'm going to try out the mascara next. So this is the Rimmel Thrill Seeker mascara, and that's what the wand looks like. So let's give this a go. Should I curl my lashes, or should I just see what... I'm just going to see what it does without curling my lashes. I do find that with the slightly bigger ones, sometimes I end up getting mascara everywhere because I'm like struggling to open my eyes, but so you saw how long that took me. That's really nice. Let's do the other side and then we can see how buildable it is. Oh, I'm excited. I think I may have just found my new favourite mascara. I'm so annoyed right now because I just filmed a whole video of testing out this makeup and I only got half of it. My storage ended up being full and it stopped recording and I didn't realise. So I think it stopped at like the mascara. So what you missed would have been the lipstick and the setting spray. So that's not too bad. You got the majority of it, but I absolutely loved the mascara. It's so lengthening and so nice, and the setting spray and the lip combo also really good. But I just wanted to show you what it all looks like in the natural light. It's very sunny today, very sunny. This is the makeup in the natural light and I think it looks pretty good. So we're gonna give it a little wear test. I'll check back in a few hours. It's currently 1:45, so yeah, we'll see how we go over the next few hours. I'm gonna just go about my day, and yeah, I'll see you in a couple of hours. So it's been almost 4 hours and the makeup is still looking pretty good. It's come off a little bit around my nose because my nose keeps dripping, so I keep having to wipe it, so that's pretty normal. And obviously I've just eaten, so my lipstick's pretty much all come off, even the lip liner, but then I did have to wipe it a little bit because I had a bit of egg around my mouth, so it was a bit gross. But yeah, it's looking good so far. We're about to go for a little walk and go for a cheeky little pint, so I'll update you tonight. Okay, so it's been nearly 10 hours. It's like 20 minutes shy of 10 hours. It's looking pretty good. So as I said, we went for a little walk and went to the pub after. So I just used my foundation brush to sort of touch up around my nose where I'd been wiping it and everything, and I redid my lipstick. But other than that, I haven't touched it. Lipstick has obviously come off again because I've drunk and eaten since then. I will say the setting spray, so you probably didn't actually see what the setting spray was because my phone decided to not have enough storage, but it was this one that I used. It was the Rimmel Multitasker Primer, Mist and Setting Spray, and it's meant to be all day shine free, and I can confirm that I've not been shiny. I'm not a particularly shiny person, but I do find sometimes that if I've been wearing makeup all day, it can go a little bit, especially in my T-zone, I can get a little bit oily, but I've not noticed that. It's still all looking pretty good. But yeah, like I said, just ignore my nose area. Apart from that, the blush, let me come a little closer. I can't actually see. So I don't know how well you can see, but we're looking pretty good. I've got a little bit of separating here, but that's pretty normal. But yeah, the blush is going strong. I haven't got any smudge marks with the mascara. A tiny bit of flaking under the eyes from the mascara, but literally like hardly anything. Contour's still going strong and my skin still looks nice and glowy as well. So overall, I definitely rate those products. They're all really good. Out of all of that, I'd say my favourites are the mascara and the contour and also the lips. But obviously when you're eating, like I had a burger earlier, so you can't really eat a burger and not take all your lipstick off. Setting spray is good. I will definitely be using it again and sort of keeping an eye on how well it works. But yeah, overall I'm really pleased with all of those and I can't wait to try them again with different products as well. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, then please give it a thumbs up and let me know what you think of these products, and if you have any video suggestions for the future, then let me know in the comments, and subscribe for more videos in the future, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!